Soufflé just sounds scary to make, so I'm gonna make it easy and make kind of a fake soufflé, but no one's gonna know the difference because it's delicious. This is a really simple soufflé. We're gonna make a delicious lemon pudding, chill it overnight, fold it together with some of the best whipped cream, and of course, some of my favorite angel food cake cubes. All mixed together, it's gonna be like a soufflé, but it is none of that kind of work. This delicious dessert is coming up on today's Wise Guide. Often I realize when I serve a large meal or kind of a heavy meal where you have the meat and the side dishes, by the time you get to dessert, everyone's like, oh, dessert, I'm so excited. And yet you're just not really that hungry for it. So I love to make something a little bit lighter, not so heavy, but still delicious with bright flavors. So this lemon soufflé is exactly that. While usually a soufflé is so much work, this one, well, it has a few steps, but it's really easy. First, you wanna make a lemon pudding. Pour some whole milk, heavy cream, sugar, lemon zest, egg yolks, and cornstarch right into a large kettle. And don't forget the salt. Whisk it till it's combined. Place it on the stove over medium heat, and then keep stirring it just to make sure it is evenly cooking. Usually with puddings, you have to temper the eggs, go back and forth. This is all done in one pot, and so it's a lot easier. And I love to make it the night before so it can chill overnight in the fridge. Keep stirring it, and it's gonna start to steam, and when it's gonna steam, you're gonna know that it's soon gonna be done. You wanna make sure that you start seeing some large bubbles in the middle of the pudding, because that's gonna mean all the cornstarch is activated. Otherwise, it's not gonna be, and you're gonna maybe get like some like cornstarchy flavor and be kind of like gritty on your teeth. That's no good. That's not good pudding. I love pudding. Keep stirring it until you have bubbles throughout, and then cook it for about another 30 seconds just to make sure it's really hot and everything is activated. Remove it from the heat and then put it right through a strainer. This is just gonna ensure that you don't have any of those chunks of zest in there. They already gave their flavor, but also no cooked egg bits or anything else. Pass it right through the strainer, push it through, scrape off the bottom because that's good pudding. And right to this mixture, you wanna add your fresh lemon juice. That is gonna be a really delicious bright flavor. A little bit of vanilla, and some cold butter. The cold butter is also gonna make sure it really stops cooking, and so just stir that together till it is well mixed and smooth. Place some plastic wrap right on that pudding. Yes, right on it, because otherwise it will form a skin. I know some of you out there love the skin, so you can totally have a skin and eat it, but for this, I like to make sure it doesn't get a skin. So put the plastic wrap right on top and then right into the fridge. The next morning, and I do like to do this in the morning because it should set up for about 6 to 8 hours before you serve it. You wanna whip up some heavy cream. In a large bowl, just put some heavy cream, add some powdered sugar, and limoncello. If you don't want to use limoncello, you can leave it out and add just a little bit of vanilla, but it really does add good flavor. And believe me, not a lot of alcohol, but delicious flavor. Start mixing until it gets foamy and then keep turning the speed up on the mixer. You want to keep mixing until you get stiff peaks. So it'll take a little while, but it helps to have a chilled bowl, believe me. When it's just about at stiff peaks, I like to add a little bit of sour cream. I know this seems non-conventional, and it is, but one, I do think it helps stabilize the whipped cream a little bit, but it also balances out the flavor. It gives a little bit of undertone of a tang that you don't really think about, but it really does just kind of balance out all those flavors. Mix that in until it's at stiff peaks. The pudding has sat all night, so just remove that plastic wrap and stir it up to make sure it's really smooth and it's just not one big clump. Add in about 1/3 of your whipped cream, stir it really well in just to really lighten it up, and then add the whole mixture back to your whipped cream. Fold it together until you don't really have too many white streaks. And then you wanna just dice up some of your favorite angel food cake. You can make homemade, you don't have to. You can also buy an angel food cake or an angel food cake mix. It just really adds a great texture in here and makes it just a really interesting dessert. Dice it up into small, about 1/2-inch size pieces, and then throw it right into the pudding and whipped cream. Keep flowing it together till it's well mixed. Then you just want to prepare whatever dish you're gonna put it in. I'm gonna put this in a souffle dish, just because I like to play up that it's like a souffle. If not, you can put it in any glass baking dish or any dish that really looks good. A bowl would be fine. I'm making a foil collar for mine just because I know it's gonna come up past the edge like a souffle would. And this is gonna help so it really solidifies in there and makes it look like a souffle. Just fold your foil a few times, place it around the dish, and then just use some tape to tape it on. Yeah, this is just an extra step, but it's just kind of fun. Pour this souffle right in there. Smooth out the top, just kind of make it a little bit more even. And then place it in your fridge to chill. Like I said, about 6 to 8 hours really gonna be best for this because it's gonna kind of set up a little bit more and some of that angel food cake is gonna really soak up all those flavors. When you're ready, remove it from the fridge, take off that foil collar, and then just serve it up. Seriously, you guys, this is like a luscious, angel food cakey, delicious dessert. If you wanna make sure the edges hold up well or they seem a little soft, just place it in your freezer about 20 minutes before you wanna serve it, just so it hardens slightly. I like to serve this with some lemon slices just so people know what they're about to eat, and a bowl of raspberries because, well, who doesn't love a raspberry with their lemon? This is the perfect way to end that springtime Easter meal, and I know your guests are gonna love this lightened approach to dessert. And the easiness of it is gonna be our little secret. If you're as excited for spring as I am, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, happy spring.